Chief Meteorologist Mark Nelson is here now with a little bit more on this. Where is the storm now, Mark?
It's passed through, Atlanta. They've got the leftover snow showers there, and now it's moved up into the eastern, kind of the middle Atlantic seaboard, Washington, D.C., Baltimore, New York, just arriving in New York City there. And this thing will just churn up the East Coast. Now, you notice there's a lot of green in there as well, which is rain. So it's not a deal where the snow was falling all the way down, all the way to the coastline. But there is going to be plenty of snow there. I'll show you that in a second. Then a second wave of cold air. Look at this coming down. That is really cold stuff. I think the coldest so far this season. That's coming up into the upper Midwest. And by the time we get to Wednesday morning, it's made it all the way down to St. Louis, Cincinnati. So we're going to be hearing about the big freeze for those folks. But as for the snow amounts, this is what's left. The heaviest stuff up near the Canadian border, actually, from like northeast Ohio. Some spots, look at that. 20 inches of snow, some lake effect going on there. And then notice New York City, yeah, southern parts of New York City, nothing up north, some snow, but the bigger snow is deeper into New York and Pennsylvania. Washington, D.C. just getting a little bit. And Boston, a little bit too warm to see more than a mix there. Meanwhile, the West, very quiet, and that's going to be the story coming up probably for the next 2 weeks. Take a look at Mount Hood right now, and you can see it's really pretty out there. We have an approaching full moon, so we will get to see the moon after dark on our cameras, which is nice. Ski bowl is open. Timberline open, 44 degrees. Of course, we're in the middle of a holiday weekend. Just a little bit of pink left in the sky there, out there from our Seaside Shallow Ends cam, 45 degrees there. And then you notice it was pretty mild on the mountain. It's mild down on the coastline, too. There, 45 at Seaside, 50 at Newport. Look at the numbers today. Now, these tell part of the story. One, pretty warm on the coast, a lot of 50s. But then you get into the valleys, and only in the upper 30s to mid 40s. Remember 2 days ago we were 50 degrees. An inversion has set in where it's cool air is kind of stuck in the valleys, especially where it stays foggy at Eugene. What you don't see here is in the Cascades, Mount Hood Meadows and Timberline up at 5,000 to 6,000 feet in the 50s today. So there's very warm air overhead. If it was March, we'd be 70 down here in the lowlands. But it isn't March. The sun is too weak. Doesn't break through, and so we don't warm up as much in the valleys. You can see the gorge is stuck in the cool air, but Central Oregon popped up into the warm air. Redmond and Bend up at 3,000 feet, 50s. Yeah, lots of cool spots, though. So that's going to be the story. So what's ahead? Mild and mainly dry the next 10 days. There are some shower chances this week. You'll see in a minute. Next rain is going to be probably by midnight tomorrow night. A few more showers on Tuesday and also Thursday. And then lowland snow or cold, yeah, forget about it. The second half of January, I just don't see it happening. So 30s at west side tonight. I'm not too concerned about freezing fog. It's a little bit too warm for that. We've got this setup where we have pretty strong high pressure overhead. That sinking air dries things out, but it's what we call a dirty ridge of high pressure. By that we mean it still lets some clouds and weak weather systems through. So that's why we're seeing a lot of high clouds overhead. And in fact, that'll continue tonight. One benefit of a lot of clouds overhead, it can keep the fog away, the real dense stuff. So we may wake up and it's just partly cloudy, spots of fog lingering. If we get out of the fog, there could be a lot of sunshine tomorrow. The mountain looks amazing tomorrow. And then tomorrow evening, we see the light showers. See these really light showers on Tuesday. Will they stick around for Wednesday? Maybe not. We'll see. So your Monday forecast, a mixture of clouds and fog in the morning. Some of us wake up to sun. Some have fog. 30s, then upper 40s. I think a few notches warmer tomorrow, Camilla. No wind at all tomorrow, including in the gorge. Very quiet. And then the 7-day forecast, we got the showers on Tuesday, light stuff, probably pretty much dry Wednesday, better chance for a few light showers Thursday. And then it's possible that we could have a third dry weekend in January. That almost never happens.